She announced at dinner, "My ex is moving in with us. He needs help." I said, "That's very kind of you." Then I secretly signed a new lease, moved out while she was at work, and left divorce papers on the kitchen counter. Her frantic voicemail started 3 hours later. I, 32 male, was sitting across from my wife Jenna, 30, at our usual Thursday dinner spot when she dropped the bomb. We'd been married for 3 years, together for 5. "So, I have something to tell you," she said, twirling her pasta like this was casual conversation. "Ricky needs a place to stay for a while. I told him he could move into our spare room." Ricky, her ex-boyfriend, the one she dated for 4 years before me, the one who still calls sometimes just to check in, the one whose Instagram posts she still likes at 1 a.m. "Ricky?" I kept my voice neutral. "Yeah, he's going through a rough patch. Lost his job, his roommate kicked him out, he has nowhere to go." She said this like it was obvious he should live with us. "When's he moving in?" "This weekend." I already told him yes. "You don't mind, right? It's the decent thing to do." I took a sip of water, counted to 3. "That's very kind of you." She smiled, relieved. "I knew you'd understand. You're so mature about these things, not like those insecure guys who get jealous over nothing." The waiter brought our check. I paid. We went home. She went to bed happy, thinking she'd married the world's biggest pushover. She was wrong. Friday morning, she left for work at 8 a.m. By 8:15, I was on apartment hunting websites. By 10 a.m., I'd toured 3 places. By noon, I'd signed a lease on a 1-bedroom that was available immediately. The movers came at 1 p.m. I only took what was mine: my clothes, my gaming setup, my books, the TV I'd bought before we married, my grandmother's dining set she'd left me. Left all the furniture we'd bought together. I wasn't petty, just done. At 3 p.m., I met with my lawyer, drew up the divorce papers, citing irreconcilable differences. Simple, clean, no drama. I didn't want anything from her, except out. At 4:30 p.m., I placed the divorce papers on the kitchen counter, right next to her coffee maker, where she'd see them first thing. I left my wedding ring on top of them. Also left a sticky note: "House is all yours for you and Ricky. Rent's paid through the month. Good luck." At 5 p.m., I was sitting in my new apartment, eating Chinese takeout when my phone started exploding. 5:43 p.m. First voicemail: "What the hell is this? Is this a joke? Call me back now." 5:51 p.m. Second voicemail: "I know you're getting these. This is insane. You can't just leave." 6:02 p.m. Third voicemail: "Are you seriously divorcing me because I'm helping a friend? Are you that insecure?" 6:15 p.m. Fourth voicemail: "Where did you go? Where's your stuff? Call me." I turned off my phone and watched Netflix. Update 1: Saturday morning was wild, even by Jenna standards. I turned my phone back on to 73 text messages and 28 missed calls. The texts were a journey through the stages of grief. If grief was entitled and delusional: "This isn't funny anymore. You're being dramatic. We need to talk like adults. You can't just abandon me." What am I supposed to tell people? "You're having a mental breakdown. Come home and we'll forget this happened. I'll find you." My buddy Cameron called. Apparently, Jenna had called him at midnight demanding to know where I was. Dude, she was unhinged. Kept saying you kidnapped yourself or something? Made no sense. Would you tell her that I didn't know anything? Which was true since you didn't tell me either, you sneaky bastard. Where are you anyway? Got my own place. Legend. So she really was gonna move her ex in? Already told him yes without asking me. Bro, the audacity. Then came the family assault. Her mom Dottie called. "How dare you abandon my daughter over something so trivial?" She was just being a good person. She invited her ex to live with us without asking me. So, secure men don't care about things like that. Then she can find a secure man. I'm filing for divorce. You'll regret this. She's the best thing that ever happened to you. Doubt it. Click. Her sister Fiona texted, "You're really showing your true colors. Jenna deserves better than a man who runs away at the first sign of her having a good heart." I didn't respond. But here's where it gets really good. Ricky showed up at the house Saturday afternoon with a U-Haul. Jenna had to explain that her husband had left because he was moving in. According to my neighbor Phil, who was watching this like it was reality TV, Ricky was pissed. Phil sent me the play-by-play. "Bro, Ricky's yelling that she said you were cool with it. Now he's asking why your car's gone. She's crying. He's unloading his stuff anyway. Elmo! Wait, he's loading it back up. Now they're arguing in the driveway. He just left. She's still standing outside. Turns out Ricky thought this was his second chance with Jenna. When he found out she was getting divorced because of him moving in, he realized being the reason for a divorce wasn't the romantic reunion he'd imagined. Saturday night, Jenna tried a new strategy. She posted on Facebook, "Some people can't handle their partner having a generous spirit. I was just trying to help someone in need, and my husband abandoned me. Shows his true character. Heartbroken, deserve better." The comments were not what she expected. Her cousin, "Wait, who were you helping?" Jenna, "My friend Ricky needed a place to stay." Cousin, "Your ex Ricky, the one you dated for 4 years?" So? Her own aunt, "Girl, you moved your ex into your marital home?" It's not like that. She deleted the post an hour later. Update 2 Monday was when Jenna realized I was serious. She showed up at my work. Security wouldn't let her in. I'd warned them. She stood in the parking lot for 2 hours. My co-workers were sending me pictures from the window. She had a sign that said, "Please talk to me." Security eventually made her leave. She then tried to get our mutual friends involved. Called everyone we knew with her sob story. Most were shocked when they heard the full truth. "Wait, she moved her ex in? Without asking you? Into your house? Bro, you did the right thing." But Jenna's version was different. According to her, I was threatened by her kindness and too insecure to handle her having male friends. Our friend Monica called me. "Jenna's at my place right now crying about how you're getting divorced because she gave a homeless friend a couch to crash on for a few days. That homeless friend is her ex-boyfriend who she invited to live with us indefinitely without asking me." "What?" "She said it was someone from her charity work. Ask her for his name." I heard Monica in the background. "Jenna, what's this friend's name?" Mumbling. "Ricky? Isn't that your—" "Oh my God." Monica kicked her out. Tuesday, Jenna's dad called. Arthur was always reasonable, so I actually answered. "Son, what's this about you leaving my daughter?" I explained the whole situation. Long silence. "She invited her ex-boyfriend to live in your house?" "Yes." "Without discussing it with you?" "Told me at dinner after she'd already said yes to him." Jesus Christ. I raised an idiot. I wouldn't say. "No, you're right to leave." Dottie's been filling her head with this empowered woman nonsense about how men should just accept whatever to prove they're not controlling. But this is too far. Thanks for understanding. Keep the divorce lawyer. I'll talk to Dottie, but Jenna's made her bed. Wednesday brought the peak entitlement. Jenna had Ricky call me. "Ricky. Hey man, this is Ricky. I think there's been a misunderstanding." "No misunderstanding. Look, I wasn't trying to cause problems. Jenna said you were cool with me crashing there." "She didn't ask me. She told me." "Oh, well, I mean, I really need a place." "Not my problem. Can't you just come back and we can work this out?" "I promise I'll be respectful." "Are you seriously asking me to come back to my wife so you can live in my house?" "When you put it like that, lose my number." That afternoon, Jenna sent an email to my mom. My mom. "Dear Mrs. Patterson, your son has abandoned me because I tried to help someone in need. I don't know what you taught him about marriage, but walking out isn't the answer. Please talk sense into him. I'm willing to forgive him if he comes home immediately." Jenna. My mom's response. She CC'd me. "Jenna, my son told me you invited your ex-boyfriend to live in your marital home without discussing it with him. That's not helping someone in need. That's disrespecting your marriage. I taught him to have self-respect. He's doing exactly what I would expect. Don't contact me again, Patricia." Mom sent me a text after. "The nerve of that girl. You need anything?" Thursday, Jenna got desperate. She went to the house we'd been renting and discovered I'd already talked to the landlord. Told him I was leaving due to divorce. Removed myself from the lease. She'd have to qualify on her own or move out in 30 days. She couldn't qualify on her own salary. The meltdown was epic. She called me 23 times in an hour, left voicemails ranging from, "You can't do this to me. I'll be homeless. This is financial abuse. I'll sue you for abandonment. Please, I'm sorry. Ricky won't move in. I need you." I texted back once, "Ricky needs a place. You have 30 days to find one together." Update 3. The divorce papers were officially filed. Jenna had to get a lawyer. Her lawyer called mine with an offer. Jenna would forgive me for overreacting if I 1. Came back immediately, 2. Paid for marriage counseling, 3. Agreed to never bring up the Ricky situation again, 4. Gave her access to my new address. My lawyer actually laughed on the phone. She thinks she's negotiating from a position of power? What should I counter with? Nothing. She gets nothing. No alimony, no split assets since you kept everything separate, nothing. She can keep the furniture you left behind as a gift. Her lawyer tried to argue emotional distress. Mine countered with abandonment of marital duties when she unilaterally decided to move another man in. But Friday delivered the ultimate karma. Remember how Jenna told Ricky he could move in? Well, Ricky had given notice at his old place based on that promise. He was now technically homeless. So he showed up at the house with his stuff, thinking surely by now she'd worked it out. Phil, neighbor MVP, sent me videos. Ricky pulled up with his U-Haul. Again, Jenna came outside. They argued for 20 minutes. Highlights include, "You said I could move in." That was before my husband left. "So? You still have a house. I can't afford it alone. Then we'll split rent." "I'm not splitting rent with my ex." "Then why did you offer?" She went inside and locked the door. Ricky sat on the lawn for 3 hours before finally leaving. He then did something beautiful. He posted on Facebook, "Shout out to Jenna Morrison for promising me a place to live, causing her husband to leave her, then leaving me homeless anyway. Real class act. To her ex-husband, if you see this, you made the right call, bro." Jenna's friends saw it, her family saw it, her coworkers saw it. She called me sobbing. "Look what you've done. Everyone thinks I'm a horrible person. You invited your ex to live with us without asking me. It was just to help him. And how'd that work out? He's still homeless and you're getting divorced. This isn't how it was supposed to go. What did you think would happen? I thought you'd be mature about it. I thought you trusted me. I did trust you. Then you showed me I shouldn't." She hung up. Final update. The divorce was finalized yesterday. Fastest divorce my lawyer had ever seen because Jenna had nothing to contest. No kids, no shared assets, no alimony eligibility. Clean break. She showed up to court with Dottie and Fiona for support. I came alone. Didn't need a cheering section for freedom. Judge asked if there was any chance of reconciliation. Jenna actually said if he apologizes for overreacting and agrees to counseling. The judge looked at her lawyer, then at mine, then at the paperwork showing why we were divorcing. "Ma'am, you invited another man to live in your marital home without consulting your husband? He's just a friend. Your ex-boyfriend of 4 years? That's not relevant." The judge signed the papers without another word. Outside the courthouse, Dottie started her usual screeching. "You're going to die alone. No one will ever love you like Jenna did." Good. Her love included moving her ex in. Fiona tried. "You know she was just trying to help someone." "Then why isn't he living with you?" Silence. Arthur was there too. He shook my hand. "You're a good man. Sorry my daughter lost her mind." The aftermath has been amusing. Jenna had to move back with Dottie and Arthur. Arthur's not happy about it. Ricky is living in his car, still posting angry rants about Jenna ruining his life. Dottie tried to set Jenna up with her friend's son. He Googled her, found Ricky's posts, and noped out. Fiona posted about toxic masculinity and how real men aren't threatened by their partner's past. Their cousin commented, "Girl, she tried to move her ex in. That's not the past, that's the present." My life, peaceful. My apartment, smaller, but it's mine. No surprise roommates. No ex-boyfriends showing up. Just me, my gaming setup, and the satisfaction of knowing I respected myself enough to leave. Met a girl at the coffee shop near my new place. Her name's Quinn. We've had 3 dates. When I told her why I got divorced, she said she tried to move her ex in without asking? That's insane. Exactly, Quinn. Exactly. Last week, Jenna sent me a long email about how she's grown from this experience and understands now that communication is important, and maybe we could try again with better boundaries. I replied, "No thanks. I'm good." She responded, "You'll never find someone who loved you like I did." That's the point. Blocked her email after that. For everyone asking if I regret leaving so quickly? No. When someone shows you who they are, someone who makes major decisions without you, dismisses your feelings, and tries to gaslight you into accepting disrespect, believe them the first time. She thought being kind to her ex was more important than respecting her husband. That told me everything I needed to know. Edit. To everyone saying I should have communicated, I did. I communicated with a lawyer and then with my actions. Some things don't deserve a discussion. Edit 2. Jenna, since I know you hate reading this, Fiona told Quinn you're obsessed with finding my Reddit. Ricky posted yesterday that he's dating someone new. She has her own place. Bet that stings. Edit 3. Just found out through the grapevine that Dottie's been telling people I left because I was threatened by Jenna's success. Jenna works part-time at a boutique. I'm a software engineer. Make it make sense.